Long intro we got there, buddy.
I ain't telling him. Round of applause.
Yeah, I have to update that wife still. Anyway,
Yeah.
good morning to everybody. Of course, if you're checking us out for the very first time, um, welcome. Just behind the scenes with the Morning Madhouse show out of Nassau, Bahamas. Bahamian TRAE, that's that guy right
Hey.
there, and me. I'm CNOTE. And yeah, man, together we are the tandem. So let me tell you,
There.
but we got a lot to talk about. Just to explain to people again what exactly happens. This is us on air, and this is us off air, kind of giving you a little bit behind the scenes. We do a lot of talking about topics, things that are going on, both on air and off air as well. So share the link, get it up, let people know we are live. We got about a minute and 17 seconds before we go on the radio live with y'all this morning. Thank you very much for everybody that is joining us. TRAE, we have got a lot of things to talk about on this Thursday. And guys, you could get in on the comments. We've got a couple of polls that we're going to run today that we're going to ask you questions about, and definitely want to hear from you. I don't know. We don't start with the polls yet, TRAE? They ain't started the polls yet, eh?
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet, because we got two really, really good ones. But we do have a lot of things
Very,
to talk
very
about.
good ones.
Do have a lot of things to talk about off air and stuff on air as well. Guys, if you enjoyed the show, in October, we're going to be taking the show live on the high seas. Yes, man. We are talking about the AMG Group Ultimate Getaway. We'll talk about that a little bit more off air too. But TRAE, let's go right now. We got 20 seconds going live on air. Yes, man. Shaka Demus, big tune right there. 30 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock Morning Madhouse Show. King CNOTE and that man right there, Bahamian TRAE.
Loy. What you say?
Yes, man. Good morning to everybody. Of course, don't forget, we are now live behind the scenes. You can go to YouTube. You can go to Facebook at Hot 917 FM and see everything that we talk about behind the scenes. Or you can go to the Music Media 242 app or our website, Hot 917 FM, of course, to catch the Thursday edition of Behind the Scenes. We got a lot of things to talk about. One of them, we're doing a poll this morning because Usher made some comments about Diddy.
Really?
Yes, and about his relationship with Diddy.
Boy.
So we're going to talk about that behind the scenes and on air this morning. All right. Also, we got one that might make some of the ladies a little bit angry.
How come?
Because it's about equality and how it's viewed, at least in the sporting world. So we'll talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
And a whole lot more. But first off, want to make sure and let people know, boy, listen, this time go run up on y'all if you don't get it together. What am I talking about? Hot 91 is taking you on an ultimate getaway aboard Carnival Cruise Lines. We're talking stops at Celebration Key, Montego Bay, Jamaica, and Grand Cayman. Pure vibes from start to finish. And the best part is you can lock it in right now for just $25 down. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to miss this. You get all of the details and secure your spot today at hot917fm.com's event page. So go right to our website, go to the event page. It will give you all of the details, answer a lot of your questions right there. All right. Hot 917, your mega hit station. Of course, your ultimate getaway starts right here.
Sweet or savory? Why choose?
Boy, Phoebe, yeah. In early, Phoebe.
Yes.
Phoebe, you had breakfast yet?
Morning, my neighbors. Listen.
Shouts out to Phoebe, man, and shouts out to all of you. I see the numbers are going up each time we do this too, TRAE. So must be doing something right. Thank you to all of y'all for joining us. Joining us again this morning for our live podcast. Now, I think Trey, sometimes people don't understand live podcasts. Like none of this is pre-recorded.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Like
we have a little bit of time to kind of prep when we coming on, but it is all completely live. But yeah, talking about the getaway, man, looking forward to this. First time that we've done something like this. Both of us, neither myself nor Trey, have ever been on a cruise before, and
no.
apparently we're one of the last few Bahamians because
Real.
yeah, y'all like the cruise. I went to my barber yesterday, as you can see. Shouts
Uh-huh.
out, shouts out to my boy Brent. Um, but yeah, I was like, yeah, mom, we're looking at going on a cruise, and he's like, you ain't never been on a cruise before, and I was like, no. He's like, but I feel like I should stop cutting your hair.
Oh
It's
Lord.
like I don't even know you. I've never been on a cruise before. I'm not sure why. Is there a reason why you've never been on a cruise before, Trey?
I think by association of my parents. I feel like because they probably was scared to go on cruise. I feel like that's why we ain't never been. Because
Scared of what? What were they scared of?
I don't know. I feel like they okay, for example, I have a friend who I just recently asked because I think when we first mentioned this, I was like, wait, y'all ever been on a cruise?
Yeah.
And they was like, no. And then they was like, have fun. And I was like, hold on, you did this a hate and have fun? I was like, why you say have fun like that? And then it was like, wait, because I ain't trying to go on no cruise, and I can never go on no cruise. And I was like, what we're going on a cruise? Oh,
Yeah, why?
Titanic, big ships, I can't do it. And I was like,
Titanic was how long ago?
exactly. And I was like,
But y'all's going plane though. More plane crash since the Titanic than anything else.
and you ain't gonna find no iceberg in Montego Bay. You ain't gonna
Yeah.
find no iceberg in Cayman.
Yeah, I think for me it was a couple of things. I mean, life just got life in. My grandparents used to cruise. Every time, rest in peace to Miss Miller. Every time I turn around, my grandma and my grandfather is gone. They
Yeah,
could have cruise, but I
love
think
a good cruise.
yeah, and I think the family, the wider family, still does cruises from time to time. But it's just like whenever they go in, it just doesn't line up with what I have going on with my life or with my career and things of that nature. So it's part of that. The next part was at a time in my life I was break, and then there's the next time. Then
Yeah,
is the next time in life. It just I was supposed to, and I mentioned this to you, Trey. I was supposed to go on a cruise with my oldest son. In 2020, we planned it. We were going in the summer of 2020, and you know what happened in 2020?
exactly.
The
Yeah,
pandemic.
yeah.
And so I politely hit up Royal Caribbean and asked for my refund. From January, when I got back, I was on vacation in the States. So when I got back, I started to see stuff on the news when I was in the US and in December. And then when I got back in January, I started seeing more and more and talking to people that I know that was in the medical field and the things that they were saying. I was like,
And it's like this
okay,
is the trend.
Royal Caribbean full refund request send. So I was going. But I've never been able to organize to go since. And so this is for me, this is that opportunity. I hit up my son. I was like, yeah, boy, we gain. At least I gain. I know if you ain't gain, I gain. He's like, boy, daddy, school, da, 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 da. But boy, you have to miss 1 or 2 days. Okay, fine. Because he's never been on a cruise and he wants to do it.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely want to try a cruise, bro, because like I just like the idea of being able to stop at different spots and then
Yeah.
also, the whole 9 of the way our cruises go.
Well, you know what, Brent, my barber Brent, shouts out to him again. You know what he told me yesterday? He's like, so I was like, so how much boats, like how many cruises have you been on? And apparently Chris, he say every time a new boat get built, a big boat come out,
He been.
he gain on that. He say, because he just wanted to experience the gain on a big boat. I know some people are afraid of it. From what I'm told, it's complete. Maybe people who are on the stream now that have been on a cruise before can chime in and tell us because we could read your comments, right?
Phoebe, you ever been on a cruise?
Yeah, Phoebe, you ever been on a cruise? It's like being in a big hotel. It's like being in a big hotel, but
From what I've heard.
yeah, a bunch of different things to do, and Then so like you thinking like, boy, 2 days stuck on a boat. No, you ain't stuck on a 26-foot scarab in the middle of the ocean. You stuck on a 1,000-foot boat with all kind of different pools and amenities and entertainment and food and drinks and okay, Phoebe been to Alaska. Yeah, she did mention that I think on the last stream. She said she'd been to Alaska, and I hope that was during the summer because we ain't Bobo them and thing. We ain't good with no cold
Is
like
it
that.
it named the cruise name Alaska? It's an
No,
Alaska.
she been on an Alaskan cruise. Yeah, I think she's been on an Alaskan cruise. But Bahamians have probably been. I know of some other Bahamians I've talked to that they are going to Italy. Like they get into some cruise, go to Italy and Spain and things like that. Bahamians love those ones, so they're going on that one. They have the Mediterranean cruises. They have, of course, the Alaska cruises. They got cruises that go all over the Caribbean. Yeah, Bahamians love to cruise. They love to cruise.
Yeah. It was in August and it was freezing.
Yeah, that's what I know. T-shirt kind of wear. And maybe if this, maybe if we get this going over the next couple of years,
could slide to Alaska one time.
Maybe we go to Alaska. Who knows?
Do a little Italy one of these times. Mustache by time.
Yeah, man. But so yeah, it's gonna be exciting. We're looking forward to it. Looking forward to having you, our listeners, coming in and experience it with us as well. And y'all who's veterans, y'all could give us information because we ain't know what the hell. TRAE probably come there with 16 bags.
Exactly. See, I like that idea. All of the people who then been here before could be able to link with the people who then you never do this before, and then all us just come together, be like, hey.
And what's the Rasta word for unity? Unity or something? What it is? Unity? What it is? Come on, give me the word, man. Because
hey. Oh, that's a good question. You say the Rasta word for unity. Rasta word for
unity. All right. So one person, Christopher, says a lot of people don't cruise because they don't have a visa.
Also very true. Believe it or
not, a lot of people don't have visa for true.
Very true. Even though we travel a lot, we take full advantage of the fact that we don't need to travel with the visa. But what I realized, there's a very big trend in the different types of travel that people doing it. Like you mentioned, you got people who cut a movie and go Italy one spell, and then you got someone who here and there and there. So more Bahamians, I think. Like I have some friends who did like a Indonesian trip, like when you just go to Bali and do the elephant in the water when the elephant is like people ain't just getting Florida no more. Like
there was a phase a few years ago where a lot of Bahamians were going to Dubai on vacation.
Yeah,
like I see everybody in Dubai in the desert and things like that, and then with the camel and that. Like where I was like, where are you? Yeah, man, we're in Dubai. Why?
Yeah, MDs was the first one I saw cut that. I was like, this before AI. So I was like, this guy.
And then after him, I started seeing more people going to Dubai, and I was like, what's going on in Dubai?
You want to know another? And this is Christopher Wright, because guess what? You know, there's another destination a lot of people go. I think this is also because criminals, when they can't travel internationally, that's where they go. You have an idea where I gonna say?
Panama.
Panama is the next one. Like plenty of people who don't have visas or who can't travel internationally.
Shopping
love Panama. They love Panama.
And I've never been to Panama, and I was supposed to. Well, first off, I feel like I can't go to them kind of place because I don't speak the language.
I know you was gonna say that, you know. I know you was gonna say, I literally, matter of fact, hey, believe it or not, I know you might feel that way, but I think this dude who over there will be happy I said this. There's actually a Bahamian dude who lives in Panama who's a taxi driver who can't wait for people like you because he's bilingual and he'll take you around. I see, because he have like a video, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Where he's like be around all day, and he's basically want to cater to Bahamians because he know that we travel there a lot. So he's like the plug for over there.
Yeah, I need that because because there's a lot of people now because of the immigration things going on in the U.S. that don't want to go to the U.S. but they still want to do shopping. So I think there's that hurdle. Like, okay, yeah, well, you can go to Panama and you can do your shopping, and you can, how do you get your stuff back home? Because we know there's different ways to ship home. If you go to Florida, you drop it on a freight forwarder, yada. So it's learning all that kind of thing. If I get shopping, I can bring my things back. Like if I can't bring them all back on the plane, on Copa Airlines, what can I bring them? How can I get them back to the Bahamas? So a lot of little different questions, man. Shouts out again to everybody that is behind the scenes with us. We're just talking about our cruise that we're going to be taking in October, and we're inviting everyone for $25 down right now. You can actually book your spot to come with us to Celebration Key. We're going to Montego Bay, Jamaica, and we're also going to Grand Cayman. So there'll be a lot more details coming up, but you can go to our website and go from there. Got an interesting one we're going to talk about on air in 50 seconds. Going to just kind of tease people about what we're going to be talking about behind the scenes coming up in just a few minutes. And it has to do with Usher and some comments that he made about one Puff Daddy.
I think it's interesting, especially since this is very recent.
I believe so. Yes, I believe this is a recent since incarceration. Since incarceration. Yeah.
Is this
all right.
after the Justin Bieber thing?
Hot 91.7, your mega hit station, 44 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Morning Madhouse Show. Kingston alongside the Bahamian TRAE, and it is a B.T.S. Thursday edition, where, of course, we are behind the scenes, and we are talking with people online. TRAE, tell them the different ways that they can get on and see what's going on behind the scenes.
You could log in with us on YouTube. You could also go on hot917fm.com. You could get us there. You could get us on Twitch, Facebook, and you could go on Instagram and tune in for us as well. And if you
we ain't on Instagram today.
We ain't on Instagram today.
Not today. Sorry about that.
Not today. Yeah, but so I don't want to say my Grammys. What do you call
aunties?
No, aunties is what you call people who's be on Instagram.
No, I don't think so. I know it's just Instagram. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
the gram farm. Sorry about that.
Boom, the gram farm.
Yeah.
I have to check you on another time, other situation. But Music Media 242 app as well, right?
Yes. You can go check us out there on Hot TV. All right, so Usher actually appeared on a Forbes weekly podcast, the Enterprise Zone. And it appears from what he said that he is supporting Sean Diddy Combs. It's like it appears that's what they're saying. It appears that he's supporting his mentor, who was convicted last year and will spend 2 more years in prison. And this is the quote. We'll play the video behind the scenes for you guys. So Usher said, and this is the quote: "Certain people are prosecuted but not recognized for their greatness. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs. My experience was not what the world has seen, and how he has been misrepresented."
Whoa, that is a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
That is a lot. But you know what's so funny? When you say you can play the clip of behind the scenes, at least put 10 people bouncing after that.
So we're gonna play the clip in a minute, but I do also have a poll question that I'm going to be asking, and you can log on right now to all of the locations where we told you. And this is the poll question: are you listening to songs that have anything to do with Puff Daddy, or has he been canceled? So you can come on, you can get your vote on right now. We're putting the poll up. Are you still listening to songs that have anything to do with Diddy? No, I have canceled him.
And that includes songs that he may have produced, songs that he
the ones where he's in the background dancing, any of that. Anybody, once you see they say Diddy in it, I got no diddle around. Yeah, you ain't watching that.
So,
or if you say, listen, hey, he convicted of what he convicted of, but I still love his work, and I'm still listening. So we ain't canceling him outright. Because I can tell you, when we come back, Trey, we'll talk about it. I can tell you of some artists that have been convicted of some very serious offenses that we seem to take different approaches to, all depending on who it is. All right, 47 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Behind the scenes continues. Your news is coming up next. Keep it locked. Good morning. Popeyes brings you bold Louisiana Crunch. Our hand-breaded chicken tenders wrapped up in a flour tortilla. All right. See Phoebe say, Usher, don't piss me off.
I ain't telling you, but because like, what? That's
All right. So let me go ahead and we're gonna play this video. I think it starts just before he makes his comments, so everybody could kind of hear what exactly was said. Here we go.
Kind of develop the idea, right? What is Sean Wilson? What's the word that comes to mind when you think of him?
Greatness.
Greatness. Why greatness?
I think he's always strived for greatness and wants greatness from everyone and everything.
Jonetta, your mom.
Oracle.
Oracle.
Yeah.
I love that. Sean Combs.
Sean Combs. Legacy.
I asked that because when I was researching you, I found this interview from 2015, I believe, or maybe even further, where it was in Philly. It was during your tour, and I'm listening to it, and it said, all of the things that were going on in New York at that time, I quote, I knew better. Maybe it was those valuable lessons in integrity in Tennessee, and furthermore, I knew what the hell I wanted. I didn't want to go to New York for the experience. I wanted a career, right? I could have gotten to a lot of stuff, but I chose a different road. I had a plan. I had a focus, right? I wanted to get it done, and you avoided a lot of the negativity that we obviously know shows up in his story today. Young kids, how do you talk to them about avoiding that negative like you did because you had your path?
I mean, this might be a bit controversial, but in the same way, I think many people choose to look past the reality of what our country is, the standards that we now stand on. We can't ignore the reality of the history, but in many ways, I think certain people are prosecuted and maybe not recognized for the greatness, that they offer. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not what the world has seen and how he's been, misrepresented.
really?
I'm not saying that every man is perfect. I'm not saying that all of us don't have flaws, but I can't, with any sense of humanity, not recognize the valuable contributions that this man made for us as Black entrepreneurs, for us as businessmen, for us as people who transition, culture and ideas into something that's tangible and becomes business. So many people benefited from what he created. And I acknowledge that. And that's why I see him as legacy.
Yeah. You told Shannon Sharp.
Well, I hear what he's saying, but I don't want you to sleep. I don't know if this is boom. The misrepresented is definitely gonna get him in problems. Is correct. I feel like it's definitely gonna be an interesting conversation, and you can see why I can say why. Because it's always been speculated that Usher got Diddy early. Like this was the one who was like
The voice diddly.
yes, he is the first victim of the diddler. And what we
but hold on before you go any further. Let's make sure that we are clear. That is not what Diddy was convicted of.
Right.
Diddy was not convicted. That's all just that was nothing that was brought into the case. That was not convicted of any of that, not charged with any of that, none of that. So that's like the street stalker saying these things.
Right. But then, this dude had male prostitutes, and then truthfully, Usher was fine at the time.
Yeah, but what were the male prostitutes for? They weren't for him.
At that time.
Well, the evidence that there was no evidence brought in court that said that the male prostitutes at any point in time was personally for him.
Let's see. Let me.
I didn't see anything in the case that said he ever personally did anything with these male prostitutes. My understanding is, these male prostitutes was brought for him to watch having relations with women.
Let's see.
Um,
Yes, testimony, indictments, and civil lawsuits in the Sean Diddy Combs case
civil
contain.
is different from the criminal one, but go ahead.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
case contained numerous allegations and evidence suggesting he hired, engaged with, and orchestrated sexual encounters with male prostitutes / workers.
So the civil cases, I haven't heard a whole lot about them as of late. The civil cases, the criminal case, went his path and he was convicted for what he was convicted of. I think they say he might be the first person that was ever sentenced for that, sentenced to jail time for that sort of conviction. And it seems as if he was sentenced because of all the other things that he wasn't convicted of. He was sentenced because of those things. Because I guess the judge felt like, hey, you did these things, you beat up this gal, even though that's not what you're convicted for.
Yeah,
jail time you get. But yeah, anyway, the poll's open, guys. Want you to vote. The easiest way to vote is right if you are on Facebook or if you're on YouTube. You could type in the number 1. You can type in the number 2 next to if you're still listening to songs that have anything to do with Diddy. If you're not, push 1 right now. Go ahead, push 1. Or if you're like, boy, listen, that don't have nothing to do with the music, push 2. You still love his work. As Usher said, like, he did a lot. I hear what you're all saying about Diddy. That wasn't my experience.
It's like, okay, like that's the next thing. Like I say, like Diddy, the two things is this. We heard that you were the first victim of the diddler, and then we also have like these, and mind you, again, all just speculation. Is that when Usher discovered Justin Bieber, it was that same type of transitional type of situation with Justin Bieber, where it was almost like he handed him, because I think it did that whole video what I sent you the other day where Justin Bieber spent like 24 or 48 hours with Diddy and stuff like that. Like that was also even to a legal level, because don't forget, like him being a minor, there were things that had to go into play where it's like, okay, having like legal custody for him for like those couple of days. Like he had permission to be around him and be with him. So it's like, I'll say it's a very interesting hill to die on right now. Because I didn't have that experience with them ain't really fully justifiable no more when it comes to a lot of these cases that has been coming up, like Harvey Weinstein, for example. I think it was not Whoopi Goldberg, but somebody who was like her who mentioned, I didn't have. Well, matter of fact, Michelle Obama was like, Harvey Weinstein, he's so amazing, and then we know who Harvey Weinstein is now. But
yeah,
like,
but you could know someone, and just to Usher's point, you could know someone in a completely different way in one sense than how they are in another setting.
Very true. Very true.
Right?
Very
mean, so and then simply saying that, Usher simply saying that, like, well, you know what? I don't have nothing negative to say about him because my interactions weren't negative. All this other stuff that's coming out now, I don't agree with it, even though I don't think Usher exactly said that. I think he was paraphrasing.
And that's what I was trying to like go to now after you say that, because it's like that being able to say, hey, I respect him, I love everything cool, blah, blah, blah. I don't agree with that, but blah, 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 blah. I don't have anything bad to say about him. He never said that he don't agree with the fact that he had the gal in the hallway friggin'.
No, but he wasn't convicted of that.
Right, but
he was talking about the conviction. I think that's what. Yeah, he was just. Yeah, he was talking about the conviction and the misrepresentation. That's what he was talking about.
Well, when you talk about now the misrepresentation is like, okay, I mean, if the representation right now is Diddy is a bad person, like if he was not convicted for all of what he's convicted for, does that not still make him a bad person for what he did do and what he may have still already been convicted for? Because you cool, you didn't get convicted for being a freak, but we see that you're very violent towards women and type Y.
Yeah, there's like there's a difference between, and let me make sure I get this right. There's a difference between someone being a criminal, right, and someone being convicted of a crime, so becoming a felon. There's a difference. So
A difference from a criminal and a felon.
yeah,
Tell me.
a criminal hasn't been convicted of anything, but you suspect that he's done something. You suspect he's of committing a crime, right? So simply being suspected of being a crime and not being convicted of it, even if you see the person, like I just see you going 5,000 miles an hour and crash and knock down this woman and kill this woman dead on the side of the road. Well, you're just you have not been convicted of a crime, so you're not a convicted felon. You are just someone that we suspect of committing a crime until you've been found beyond the preponderance of the evidence is guilty. There's just public perception. Public perception is just that. I mean, let me tell you something. I'm not going to say anything about Cassie, because that's a whole different ball game. But Cassie she's operating in two different worlds here. It's probably the best way that I could say it. She operated in two different worlds here because the evidence in the case did show that she was like the one that pressed him sometimes about when we doing these things again. Right? Is Diddy a good person? I don't know him personally. But what I could see and Usher does, and so I guess what Usher should have added is like the person that you saw on trial was not the person that I interacted with and had dealings with. You see? Somebody could be your boss, someone can be your friend, and you'll be like, how many times have you seen a trade with other people? Right? Somebody is a friend to somebody, like, but I never knew he was eating people and locking them in the fridge. Like, I had no idea. So, and you could be living with that person sometimes and don't know what you're dealing with. Right or wrong?
That is true. And funny enough, this probably is gonna be like the craziest thing, but I saw some people saying that about, I don't know if you ever heard about the Down Knowledge Estates like mass murder with that guy who's alleged that he killed his whole family, and it was a big thing in the 80s.
No, I didn't see that one.
So a lot of people was posting. I can send you the post, but there's a post around that about that story. I think his name was Kevin Hanna or something like that.
Yeah.
This boy was alleged that he was out of his mind. The devil tell him kill all his family and all this type of thing like that. And baby, the people in the comment section talk about this boy wasn't really like that. Even the dudes he been to jail with, the boy was like, "Oh, I spent time in jail with this guy, and he was such a great guy. He doesn't seem like the guy who blah blah blah." And I'm like, "You mean the guy who said demons told him to kill his whole family?" I was like,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. It's good.
If anyone's been in a relationship with someone before that went south, when you were in the relationship with that person, people might have told you, "Oh, boy, he or she is do this, that, the next," and you wasn't seeing it. You ain't had no clue that that's what was actually happening. But after you get out of it or get from around it, you're like, this gal really was sleeping with the whole neighborhood. Right? So yeah, you and maybe that's what's going on here in this Usher situation. Around me, he was this way.
Yeah.
And not around me, he was that way. But it's not, I find in today's world, we're either all the way in or all the way not. Do you have any friends that are potentially criminals? Trey, don't call any names, don't take no blames. We probably all of us have someone known to us. Remember the terminology I said between the difference between a criminal and a convicted felon.
Absolutely.
Right?
Am I still frozen, by the way?
You are. And your face looks kind of funny.
Okay.
There you go. Ah, yes.
Screenshot me and make me a sticker.
And make you a sticker. Yeah, but there is all of us know someone, or not all of us. I mean, I can't speak for everybody. A lot of us probably know someone that we would consider to maybe have some kind of untoward past. And being a criminal does not mean only killing people, does not mean only sexual battery of some sort. It also is people that do all this white collar crime and thing around here as well. They are still criminal. If you're thief, anything, use the criminal. Is this case in the Bahamas? This one that you're talking about?
Yes, like Kevin Patrick Hanna, at age 19, being
Oh,
taken
did
to
you?
court for the killing of his father, mother, brother, and sister in 1984. This is in, you know where Dal Knowledge Estate is?
Not really. You know, I'm from Freeport. We don't know nothing around over there. Man.
So, like, if I'm not mistaken, this is the community that's right off of Bernard Road. Like when you about to go where
Hmm.
the Village Road is,
Yeah.
right before you go there, there's a community right to the left. Not Fox Hill. There's a community right to the left as you get right before you go to Village Road, and that would be that area. And the house still stands because watch ya.
I mean, the house where he was killing the family and thing.
Yeah, like that. It's still there.
And did he kill them all one time, or this was like he's just taking his time and going different times
All
and
one
killing them?
time. All
Wow.
one time. So watch ya. So I trying to remember. Because right now it's saying the jury found Kevin not guilty of murdering his father, mother, brother, and 2 sisters, but they found him unanimously guilty of manslaughter by reason of diminished responsibility.
So they say he was crazy in some way.
Because boom, then Chief Justice Telford Georges said that he has no doubt that Kevin was dangerous, more so because he did not appear to be. So like, yeah, boy. And just like how you say he say not appearing to be, bro. The comments on this post is on Facebook. A lot of the people who have actually interacted with this dude say the exact same thing. Like, I'd have never guessed that he did what they say he did.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see me get fancy now. I just put some background music.
You see me looking and trying to figure out what's going on.
Where that coming from?
Yeah, I say that's the news. I say Kyle getting fancy in the news.
Yeah, but I say let me throw a little bit of music in the back. But boy, this happened here. This was like what our first. Well, that wouldn't have been but one of our first mass murderers, mass killers.
Most definitely, and young as well, because boom, at age 19. So boom. So it says who had very serious mental disturbances, describing Kevin. And then one of the things that caused me to realize that that was the first very conversation I had with him. This was the day the bodies were first discovered. The police had just told him what he had happened, and I did not detect any reaction from him at all. And my mind was thinking, this is thoroughly incongruent. A person faced with this kind of news would react in some kind of fashion, which is true. Like, what do you mean you just find out your whole family, not some, the whole family, and you just was like,
oh, they did?
Yeah, I tell you. Say the court heard in September of 1985 that the spark that set off the savage acts by the 19-year-old was a communication he had believed he was receiving from the devil himself.
People still living in that house? Will that happen? That house ain't living in that.
So that is a good question. I don't think so. But it was definitely something that happened. Yeah.
Wow. All right, people that are on, just a sidebar, people that are on right now, the music ain't too loud, eh? Straight the music ain't too loud, eh?
Not on my end. I mean,
all right. So once the people who receiving it, they in good stead, then we good to go. That's crazy that you think that these kind of things end up happening right here in the 242, because we usually don't think of ourselves as like mass murderer. I mean, like killing your own family and thing like that.
I love that you're going there with this, because now we're gonna find out, because I know that wasn't the only situation. I'm sure there was something else like crazy on that level where I was like, this over here. Watch out.
Yeah, that's the same thing with Phoebe. Said she thought that was the case was in the States, but
I see she say the devil made me do it, that movie. I was like, no, baby, the devil made him do it in Nassau.
Yeah. I know what happened with our poll. Why our polling is showing polling. She ain't showing the numbers because I know people voted. All right, I can vote. Y'all don't get mad at me. I just put in the number, okay?
Okay, so a mass shooting, which would be,
I don't count no mass shootings, man. There is well, they can't count no mass shooting in that.
Okay,
all right.
Gotcha.
Because if that's the case, don't go nowhere near Fox Hill. All right, because I think that's where the majority of the so-called mass shootings we've had has been right around by that Duggar basketball court. I'd be like, what y'all don't see what's going on around there? Stop going around there.
Okay, in that case, if you go in historical, the one with Sir Harry Oaks, they considering that a mass murder.
I'd heard about that, but I didn't know what that was about.
It's alleged that it was Sir Harry Oaks had a broken wrist, and he had a lover who ended up deciding that he wanted him gone. That's what the alleged story.
That was just a one-on-one killing. Then that's just a one-on-one murder. Like me, it got to be a couple of people you kill. He killed a couple of people, or just.
Oh no! Well, in that case, like you said, it wasn't a mass murder.
Yeah, so that's just a shocking murder, but it's not a mass murder. You got to kill a couple of people, 2, 3.
Okay, sadly, the brethren that from the land where you reside, the Cordell Farrington situation, which I'm sure
yes, that one was a definite.
Say, that, and they look like they don't really have much more.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of, you could say, mass murderers or mass killings, not to my recollection, in the Bahamas. We've had some ones that are just, I mean, you kill the people bad, but I can't say mass like that one there with the boy. The boy killed everybody.
This boy say there was this boy, an American who murdered 3 tourists, and he was executed in 1976.
He was executed in the Bahamas. He wasn't executed in the Bahamas, boy.
Yeah, boy.
We executed tourists. Tourist. Oh, he's a black tourist. Okay, never mind.
Boy, I flicking tell you the ism and the clip this, please. Clip this. Say he was an American serial killer who murdered 3 fellow American tourists in the Bahamas. He was convicted in 1974 and was executed for his crimes.
Where was he convicted? In the Bahamas, or?
Yep, because it said died Fox Hill Prison, Nassau, Bahamas.
Wow.
Execution by hanging.
Well, yeah, that's how we do it around here. You know, even if they go to do it again, it's going to be by hanging. We don't have any other, which I don't agree with hanging. I just want to put that as a sidebar. I don't have an issue with deading someone who unalive someone else once they've had all of their time before the court. But I don't believe in hanging. Yeah, I don't believe in hanging. You could find some other way, but I hanging does a bad thing for me.
So the last execution, it was actually, I mean, I guess this ain't mass murders no more, but the last state-sanctioned execution took place on January 6, 2000. So he was hanged for the murder of 2 German tourists, David Mitchell. And
you're learning now. You kill tourists, you can get hanged.
Boy, I tell you.
You can get hanged. All right, we've got 50 seconds. We're going back on air live. Got some other things that we got to talk about. All right, so let's set up TRAE. Let's get ready. Let me pause this media music here. Let's go.
You had me getting that excited. I even forget we had to go on there, man. I'm too much fun, man.
Too much. Hot 91.7, your mega hit station. Of course, we are getting ready for the ultimate getaway, man. It starts right here, just $25 down. You can go to hot917fm.com event section to get the details of what we are talking about, man. 11 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. We are live behind the scenes on the Morning Madhouse show every Tuesday and Thursday, which means you can go and watch what we're talking about off air as well as on air as well. You can go to Hot 917 FM on Facebook as well as YouTube, or you can go to Hot TV on hot917fm.com. You go to the website, you pull right up there, you will see us live on camera behind the scenes. Always very interesting conversations to be had over there. Now, one of them we're gonna get ready to talk about in a couple of minutes, Trey, is and we just talked about, well, we were talking about the Diddy and Usher thing, and we played the comments from Usher in regards to what is some would subscribe as support for Diddy. But the next one that we got coming up is, do we support the Broadway debut of one Meg Thee Stallion? Now, I understand she did this a woman of a Bahamian.
Yes.
All right. So she
A
got
soon to be Bahamian woman.
Yeah, she ting him in.
There's a
Also-
possibility she might have. Don't you think it's crazy that there's a possibility Meg Thee Stallion might give us some Bahamian jerk?
What a time. Anyway, so we're going to play a clip from a piece of her performance, and we will judge said performance.
Hold on, we about to hear her?
No, well, off air. We're going to do it behind the scenes. We can do it behind the scenes.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to get that coming up for you behind the scenes in a second. Meg Thee Stallion, check us out, Hot 917 FM, of course, on Facebook and on YouTube. Keep it locked. Good morning.
Boom.
All right, so let's get Meg. This is her post about her performance. Let me see. Can I enlarge this for the people's them? I don't think so. All right, well, we're just gonna play it. You ready? Let me.
I think the last. Never mind.
Those are guys in dresses in the background, by the way. Well, so far she's not actually done anything. Okay, so she really didn't do anything. Trey, what
are we surmising this as?
Yeah, what the hell was that? So it's a Broadway debut, but she's not acting. She's just doing what she can do, which is perform as a performer.
Bye.
What? She's dancing. She's shaking her, posterior.
I really feel it like that too much, too crazy. I mean, because like anybody who engages or watches theater will tell you, but it's so much that goes into that and to make because see, theater, let me tell you why theater is different from acting behind a camera. As you would find a lot of times, people who do theater, or when you watch a theater show, it's like literally what it is. It's much more theatrical, it's much more expressive, and you know what I mean? So it's like, even just watching her do that, it was like the kicks even didn't seem as enthusiastic as the other people was kicking or whatever. Like,
you want all our merchandise out there. Let's go. 19 seconds. Let's do the BK.
And that's exactly what I'm looking forward to.
Cause all I wanna do is lie with you, even though it's long, I'll lie.
Hot 91.7, your mega hit station, 16 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. All right, so we just, behind the scenes, we watched the snippet from some of Meg Thee Stallion's Broadway performance. And the one thing that me and Trey can agree to on this is, y'all don't waste your time.
No matter with that.
Yeah, not about it with that. She's just doing what she does as an artist. as a musician, she's going up on stage, she's waiting for people to cheer, she's doing one or two little kicks on stage, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's not an acting. Let's don't go there like this is an acting promotion thing going on here. It's not.
Yeah.
Not from what we saw on the video.
No. She definitely crossed something off her bucket list. I think that was the long and short.
Wow. All right, go ahead, Trey. Let's tell them this segment is all brought to you by.
This segment is brought to you by Burger King Nassau. So if you're looking for big flavor and real value at lunch, and notice I say big flavor, head to Burger King Nassau and grab any of the King meal deals for just $5.50, including VAT. And if you want that flame grill flavor that you know, that you love, try the Rodeo Burger Jr. served with fries and a drink. And you got the chicken version to the movie as well. So go for the Rodeo Crispy Chicken Jr. if you're feeling chicken instead. Or the 6-piece nuggets with fries and a drink. So that's great taste. That would be real choices and unbeatable value. Only at Burger King Nassau, where taste
is
on
fire. All right, folks, get ready, man, for 3 exciting days of food, farming, and family fun at the Bahamas' premier agricultural event hosted by the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources under the theme, Agriculture, Our Heritage, Our Future. From the hands on backyard farming and hydroponic masterclasses to marine exhibits. Of course, they got chef showdowns, nightly entertainment, artisan vendors, native produce, junk canoe, rush outs, and activities for the kids. It's going down, of course, from Friday, April 10th through the 12th. And from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. nightly. You can come and learn and explore and celebrate the future of agriculture in the Bahamas. The Agri Expo 2026. Y'all make sure you keep it locked in, man. When we come back and behind the scenes, we're going to be talking about, should women be paid? I want y'all to think about this so we get back. Should women be paid as much as men in every single field, every single time, regardless of what it is? If it's a woman doing the job, it's a man doing the job, we should be paid exactly the same. We'll talk about it coming up in just a minute. Keep it locked. Good morning.
Hey, Nassau, get ready for the...
I'd say this. If we're gonna start, we starting that conversation now.
Yeah, man.
I'd say this. I feel like anybody who is operating on so whatever is standard for success level, I feel like they should have the same opportunity to be paid the same. Like, okay, like if Caitlin Clark, for example, if she, let's say this year, performs better than Stephen Curry, like statistically based on like 3-pointers made or whatever like that, we gotta maybe look at a conversation where we saying she gets more money or whatever like that, blah blah blah. But then that's the funny thing about capitalism in this way.
More money or the same money. There's a difference. More money and the same money is a difference. Because she's not playing against the same caliber of players that he's playing against.
Right. I think too, okay, because now the funny thing is we talking strictly about salaries. And like, but the same thing. I guess I double down on that. The same.
Well, let's. The poll is open. Should WNBA players make the same as NBA players? If you have a comment section on where you're watching us from right now, you can push 1 for saying no way. There's no way WNBA players should be making the same as NBA players, or you can push 2 and say yes. Go ladies. Let the ladies make the same. So Trey, we could probably Google and see in what sports ladies make about the same, or which sports should be. I know soccer is one of them where they've said that women should be getting at least within in the Olympics and the World Cup level and stuff like that. women should, at least I know with the U.S. women's soccer team, it's much more popular than the men's soccer team. So their women have a legitimate argument there that they should be making more, and I believe they may be now, or being paid equal. I think I did see a story about that. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. And so women are being paid the same as men.
In tennis, surfing, skating, and various World Cup events, including FIFA and
rugby union
and rugby. So that's interesting because most definitely the tennis makes sense. Okay, so let me look up something that I think will be a dread question. Who is the best male tennis player?
You can't pronounce that by name, boy.
Novak Djokovic. If
you're wrong, sorry, Mr. Jovic. Sorry about that, boy.
Djokovic. Djokovic or something like that. Okay. Let me see that. And his 48-49. Now you probably know what I'm gonna ask next. What
I'll go to female, best female tennis player. Just go for me.
I gotta be Serena. You think it is Serena?
No, but they retired, but they older than now, but it gotta be someone else.
Watch this, but it gotta be Serena.
Gotta be. All right, so the poll question is up there for you guys. You could go ahead and vote either 1 in the comments or 2 in the comments, depending on what side you falling on. So Phoebe says, I mean, is it not the same sport?
Woo!
Might not have the same size audience, but Phoebe, the audience is where the money comes from. That's at the end of the day, the money comes from audience. Sponsorship. It comes from, endorsement deals, all this other sort of stuff.
Oh, okay, boom. So watch out. Now, even in tennis, it looks like there's some level of like lopsidedness because boom. Say he's the all-time leader in career prize money, having earned approximately $193.2 million in official tournament earnings, and then
yeah, but look how much he's won. The boy won 24 Grand Slam titles.
Okay, boom, boom, and homegirl got 95 million.
How many did she win? That's not coming up on screen, by the way. I think you have to change the tab over or use the same tab that you're using for him.
Oh, okay. Jeez. What about now? Oh, it's
nothing.
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 Nothing. 23.
Yeah, she's won 23 Grand Slams. And she made us some money. She made us some money. Or maybe do a side-by-side comparison.
Hold on, she's 23 and he's 24?
Yeah.
That way has made $100 million more off of the Grand Slam. And okay, hold on.
Which now Google which sport is more popular? Do the males bring in more advertising dollars than the females, or the females bring in the same amount? Because that's how this thing is broken down in most cases. Can't say all cases, but in most cases, broken down by who's bringing in the most revenue.
Generally, in terms of overall annual revenue, men's professional tennis generates more advertising and sponsorship dollars than women's tennis.
That's what it boils down to. I mean, it has nothing to do to say that men are better than women. It has nothing to do with that. They are in most sports, for example, women play the sport differently than men play the sport. Example, I will use soccer as an example. As a former soccer player myself, as a former coach of mostly men's soccer, but a little bit of women's soccer as well. They play the sport differently. Women with soccer are much more technically sound. So if you
Mm.
want to watch a soccer game where it's more of a technical, they're moving in the right place, they're passing the ball at the right time. They're not using speed to try to run past people necessarily. It's a lot more about the technique and the control and things of that nature that they have on the ball. Women's soccer is definitely the sport for you. Are you going to see the powerful shots that you usually see from way outside the penalty box that you see in the males league? No, not generally. You will see it from time to time, but not generally. It's more of them passing the ball around. You got some girls with some crazy power on their shot now, but it's a different. It's the same game, but it's played differently.
Mm.
Yeah, and I can tell you the truth. I enjoy watching women's soccer sometimes because there's not all of the fake falling down, you're about to dead that you would find a lot of times in the male soccer.
Mhm.
Sometimes you go like this on a on a male soccer player. Oh no, and he rolling on the floor like he about to dead. Or he's dead 5 times. So
I'm telling you.
yeah, I do enjoy watching the women's game a little bit more. I cannot say the same for women's basketball. Um, I've tried it a couple of times, and I don't enjoy watching women's basketball. I can say I've watched women's tennis, and I think the game is comparable, the skill
I
level and everything else. I enjoy watching both.
I definitely watch women. Well, I'll say it's very subjective. I watch women's basketball if Jonquel Jones played. I
Mm,
watch women's college basketball if it's Yolette McKean coaching the Bahamian lady who coaches Ole Miss.
mm.
So like other than that, I don't have like a favorite women's basketball team if it ain't Jonquel Jones team or same thing for college. But like you say, like if you're looking for certain type of cohesiveness, like you could see the difference in the games for sure. You know what also is another dread vibe? But well, flag football over here, right?
Yeah. Or the flag football with the girls, I understand is
I try to find a clip right now. That's why you see me so quiet, because bro, I saw a clip the other day, and man, like them gals
yeah, they're
be
going at it. Well, Scott says, listen, sports salaries have nothing to do with performance or success. It's about the ability to generate revenue.
can't lie,
And
but
you're at, but your ability to generate revenue is very much tied into performance and success in many ways. So they're both tied in together. If you don't have a great product out there that people are watching, you're not going to be able to generate revenue.
seriously, yeah,
Just,
seriously.
I use this analogy real quick before we go to this break. I use this analogy. There's morning shows happening in the U.S. right now. We're doing the same thing, but we ain't making the kind of money that they're making. All right?
Serious.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Hot 91.7, your mega hit station, 30 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock morning Madhouse show. CNOTE alongside of Bahamian TRAE. Very interesting conversation that we're having behind the scenes this morning. The question that we asked was, should women in all things be paid equally as a man? So let's just say you had a male manager of a company, and they then bring in a female manager, same qualification, same everything else. She should be paid as, I think most of us, if not all of us, can agree that she should be paid as much as he was. Correct or incorrect, Trey?
Absolutely, I say so as well.
Yeah, she's coming in, same qualifications. It's not her first time gig. She's going to come to run the business. She should be making as same as him. A woman going into any business, a show, a host, or something of that nature, she should be making what demands them can make. If she is on, well, shows might be a little bit different too, Trey. We might run into a little bit of a run amok here.
You mean like hosting, like how Jennifer Hudson doing a vibe right now?
Or let's just bring it home, a natural empress. So an empress should be able to and will be able to demand more money than a me and Trey.
Yes.
Besides, that she have better hair than us and thing. And then every now and then Bobos get a little wild. She's have a leg. I'd be like, your leg, why are you showing your legs? I'd be like texting and thing. Hey, your legs out, come up. But she obviously can demand more than us, as she should, because what all does she have over us, TRAE? Years of experience.
Yep.
She's been doing this. She knows how to do it, and people respond to her when she does do it. That's the next one. And
absolutely loyal audience.
And she's very good at it.
Yeah.
Now,
I've been very good at it for a very long time.
How it would look, me and you, going to Trevor Davis, aka Alpha Sounds, this morning to say, Trevor, TRAE, and CNOTE for the Morning Madhouse show. We
want hosts.
We want hosts. And we want to make the same thing that you are going to pay the Natural Empress. We should call Trevor and ask him. You should call him and ask him.
Just spontaneously to see.
Trevor, you on there, don't guys.
Oh, boy. Listen, I totally get it.
Open up the phone lines, TRAE. Give him the phone lines.
Hold on, what we going to do?
Don't worry, I got ask him a question.
605-2038. 605-2039.
If it's about equality, at what point does it become where it's your particular skill set should be paid more than not? We had an interesting comment from online. This guy Scott said, sports salaries, he's talking specifically about sports, that sports salaries have nothing to do with the performance or success. It's all about ability to generate revenue. So that can turn into the same scenario with me and TRAE saying that we're going to go host Alpha Sounds Reggae in the Park on Saturday. We both could do it. I'm pretty sure me and TRAE could go out there and we could do it. I think we can be able to do it as good as she. Well, no, I don't think. I know we're not going to be able to do what she's going to be able to do.
Because first of all, we eat meat.
Exactly. We came up there with a big hot dog and
we already
a big duppy.
Already starting off wrong. You know what I mean? Already then coming there.
We coming contrary and thing like that.
Yeah.
So should we be able to demand, because we're hosting, why can't we demand the same thing that she's making? But at the same time, and then also, this is another important thing, because it depends on the job. And this is very important because I know this to be factual with females that I know that host events. It's more expensive, first off, for a woman to go and host an event than it is for me and you. My haircut is $30. But I know how much a little twist up and thing like that is to go deal or whatever else, right? But to go on stage, a lady needs to get a new outfit. Right? Me and you could go up there in the same jeans we wear to the show we wear last year. They ain't gonna worry about our jeans and our shoes. I mean, we can't go up there dirty and dusty and thing. But she's generally, the ladies generally got to go get a new outfit. They got to go get their hair done, got to get makeup done.
Generally, for sure.
Right? So her cost already is more than us.
Yep.
Just to say to go prepare to go and do that particular job. So, yeah, the talk about the equality with salaries, we posted a question. Should the WNBA players, for example, make the same as NBA players? What do you think, TRAE?
Oh, I was hoping you didn't say that. I think, okay, how about this? I'll put it like this. This way I can leave it. I think Jonquel Jones should make the same as Kevin Durant. Yes. And I can keep it specific to that because she dread, boy. And she was the MVP.
She might be dread. She might be great. We might love her. She's a nice person and all this other kind of stuff. But is she breaking in the kind of money that he is?
See, now that's what I say now. Like I think bunch of people still going to watch Kevin Durant play ball. But he's still getting paid that money. Like plenty people going to go watch him play ball. I guess.
Well, so we got another quote here from Scott, just for you guys on here, listening on FM. He's saying performing and popularity and entertainment have nothing to do with gender. Again, they have everything to do with the ability to produce revenue. Very true. Exactly. It is about the fact that You know, she's Empress is extremely popular. And she's obviously more pretty than we are. That's fine. That's a given. You see it to our faces. Ain't that much to look at. And she's
nothing to look forward to. Nothing to look forward to.
But listen, man, shouts out to all of the ladies out there who can do what the big boys can do. And they can do it on the world stage. And again, like Scott's saying, it is very much has everything to do with the ability to produce revenue. You know, if Trevor would have replaced us on that flyer, wasn't going to look good on Saturday. 37 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock, man. Yo, make sure you keep it locked in. We got the isms and schisms coming in with the one, the Bobo, Bahamian TRAE, man. A couple more minutes left live on the stream. So y'all can make sure to check us out on Facebook and on YouTube or on our website at hot917fm.com. Keep it locked. Good morning.
Calling all reggae lovers. Alpha Sound Promotion presents Reggae in the Pot.
All right. Well, yeah, man. Scott said it's all about the money. Yeah, but you ain't lie. It is always all about the money.
Money.
Yeah, if you don't, if you're not generating any money, or the same kind of money. So even going back to Jonquil Jones thing, like, is she generating the same kind of money? If she is, then yes, pay her that.
But if not.
All right. So Phoebe is saying, honestly, I don't watch the WNBA at all. So pay for skill, absolutely yes, but I don't know about the same pay. Yeah, I can tell. I mean, listen, I can say it. I said it to TRAE before we started the stream. I've watched a few WNBA games, and they are painful. The ones that I watched were painful to watch. I didn't expect, like, you're not gonna have girls flying around dunking over people every other play. You're not gonna have that. But I'm just talking about just from the skill level, like the general skill. It just seems like it's a bit watered down to me. I would be expecting, similar to soccer, that the fundamental skills, that they should have those down packed. They should be really good at the fundamental skills of basketball. And what I saw when I watched a WNBA game, I did not see the fundamental skills like blow me away.
How long ago was that?
This was just last year, bro.
Just last year. Okay.
Yeah, just last year. So you're gonna show me one. You're gonna show me one that's gonna prove that there's one team there's one team that has 17 points and one has 0. Go ahead and play it.
But that's
I don't need to say nothing else.
Yeah, but funny enough, that's what I was telling you too. Like the pacing of it, boy. I agree with you. Like when it comes to the pacing, if this was a normal NBA game, like you would not have.
Yeah, because see, it's not the girls aren't. It's not about the speed. It's not about the speed of the game. It's then supposed to be about the fundamental skills that they portray. And some of these chicks can't even do layups. You know, I mean, it was just painful. Home gal could shoot, right? I mean, we know this, right? But look how far the defender is away from her, right?
Yeah, I have it speed up.
Great fundamental skills, you know. But this is like one. You're probably showing me a great game. I maybe just picked the wrong game. I don't know, but I was like, boy, this is not. See, now Phoebe says she's trying to see someone here get dunked off. The women's game is going to be different. That physically, no diss to women, but physically they're built different. They can't do the same thing the men can do.
Hey, I want you to believe those certain parts of the game of what it is now. I think is definitely going to end up being implemented in women's sports. Like the 3-pointers, I see that. Do you see them two right there, Caitlin Clark and Paige? I think they both to really set it off when it comes to like how dudes shooting. Like that last shot, but that guy was like at least like by almost half court. Watch out. The gal in the white after this. Well, it can be plenty of guys, but the one that can shoot.
Yeah, the tall gals.
Yeah, mate. Mind you know who's another one? Nah. I just follow stuff like this. I go about to freeze for a second. There's this gal, I don't remember. I think she's played for Texas.
Phoebe says LeBron cries enough to be in the WNBA. What a time.
Woo! Serious thing. Serious thing.
Ay.
When the girl name?
I think I did see something too the other day in the new bargaining agreement with WNBA. Don't quote me wrong, because I just scroll past those stories. I think they're getting a no trade clause if they're pregnant.
That we can discuss that because I have a view on that.
Yeah, I think there was. I think I hope I said it correctly. That's right, Trey? There is a no trade. Their new contract. They can't be traded if they're pregnant.
Yeah, I think that is true.
And my first, I don't want nobody come for me, but my first thing I said is WNBA women is get pregnant. Anyway, 42 minutes after the hour. Houseway.
You are canceled. You are canceled. It's your music we ain't gonna play no more. It's you who we can have mixed emotions on music we can play. It's you. Not a sec.
I don't know.
Is hilarious. That is crazy.
Boy.
I mean, I don't want to. You know what? I can look up the statistics. I'm not going to tell you the statistic I can look up, but I can look up the statistic.
All right, look it up. I just see a text. Yeah, y'all get behind the scenes, but y'all don't get all behind the scenes.
Yeah, not all. I feel like I can't click one of these. I think I need to type something else. That's Google suggesting these things.
Go pull the screen down and type what you need to type.
Oh, you can't see it.
No, because you're on a different tab now. I think you opened up a different tab. Yeah, you see at the top where it says where you can decide which tab you want to show. There you go. So read this. What is it saying?
So you can see it now, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so as of 2022 to 2024, roughly 38% of WNBA players identify as women who most likely may not end up getting pregnant.
Well, they can, but they ain't do it the natural way.
Yeah,
that's a general cause.
Which
is their business.
Yeah, over 25% of the league consisted of players openly out as lesbian, with 38 to 42 out players identified across 12 teams.
Yeah, and the number is higher than that. That's just who's saying it. But I mean, that's completely their business.
Yeah.
But again, it just speaks to the fact that women are going to be treated differently than men. Like, will the NBA male players be able to say, well, my girlfriend or my wife is pregnant, I can't be traded?
Well, funny enough, I could tell you for sure. Interesting enough, Luka Doncic just recently gone to the Lakers. And I mean, I think he's been there a little over a year now. But he just was recently traded. And his he just had a baby. His people's like him and his girl just had a baby. And I mean, he just recently moved to LA. You know what I mean? And funny enough, he didn't even live in LA. He European, so I think it's Slovakia or something like that. His dad still live in. So you know what I mean? It's crazy. And then the Shohei Ohtani boy, this boy sleeping on the side of the field because he just had a new baby and thing like that. So it's like, I don't think it'll be the same thing for them. Might be real.
All right, man. Well, listen, we got 1 minute 54 seconds. Trey, you ready for your isms and schisms, eh?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna wrap this up and get ready for the mix for this morning. All right, guys, been a whole lot of fun as usual. Thank you very much. Numbers was up again today. Hopefully next week Tuesday when we do it again, we get them up even more and more and more. We want to get more people on, get more people involved. Shouts out to you, Phoebe. Definitely shouts out to you, Scott. Commented. Yeah, man. Everyone else that's commented on the side. Christopher Dean as well. Yep. Commented on the side and on the stream. Appreciate you very much, as this is something new for us, and I think new for everybody else. You see how we add music and thing now, we get more fancy now.
Every day is some new fancy fans, you know?
Yeah, new fancy something. So shouts out to you all. We've got 1 minute, and then we'll do the isms and schisms, and then we're going to wrap it up. Let's set up, Trey.
But
on the avenue, enjoying myself. Lost in carnival, and I can't be found again. Hey, beautiful vibes, I'm so alive again. Lost in carnival, so fit again. I'm lost in Trinidad.
Hot 91.7, your mega hit station, 48 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. And of course, if you're planning to be a part of Bahamas Carnival this year, you already know Bahamas Masqueraders is definitely where the vibes are at. Costumes are officially on sale right now, and sections are definitely going very fast. But let me put you on to something real quick. If you want the full experience of an incredibly affordable price, at an incredibly affordable price, we're talking music, energy, drinks, food, and pure road vibes. The road party section is definitely the one for you. Talking about that, Trey, we need to try to see if we can get Timmy on with us possibly tomorrow, of course, as the countdown comes up for the Mass in Paradise boat cruise, which is coming up, of course, on the holiday weekend. That's Easter Monday. So you can definitely make sure go to our event section of hot917fm.com. You could see all of the costumes, all of the sections, all of the details, and also the Mass in Paradise boat cruise coming up as well. All right. So that's what's up. Time for us now to get in to the isms and schisms with Bahamian TRAE. Hit us up, TRAE.
Yes. Now this one is definitely funny, but it definitely makes you think. But always remember that you are unique, just like everybody else. Yeah.
Always remember that you are unique, just like everyone else.
Yes.
Yeah. Something is always going to be something unique about each and every single one of us. And we're all created beautifully in his sight, eh?
Yeah. But then there's also always going to be a similarity about us all. So the similarity here is that we're all unique.
We're all unique. For real. Love that one, man. That's a good one today. 49 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. Beatdown is coming up for you in the next hour. So keep it locked. Good morning.
If your paso, march, or fits.
Ew.
Yeah, just to answer Scott. No, I think, Scott, the parade is not taking that route anymore. They did that 1 year.
Scott,
so
they the carnival, boy.
Yeah, so they are going from the Fish Fry and then to Saunders Beach, the roundabout there by Saunders Beach, and then what do they call that road that goes from Saunders Beach to the six-legged roundabout? But what do they call? I'm not sure what that road is called. But anyway, we're cutting across to the six-legged roundabout.
JFK.
And
is that
JFK? That's not JFK.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what it's called. But anyway, so the same route that went last year, which was Fish Fry, Saunders Beach, six-legged roundabout. Then I think they went up by the sports stadium, I think. Anyway, they finished by Fish Fry. However they take one joke, they go on, they end up by Fish Fry. That's what it was last year. Last year the stations weren't on the actual road. We set up at one location and just broadcasted from the trucks, which I think is what we're going to do again, possibly this year. But we're working on something very interesting. Thank you, Christio. Christio White. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you all. Next week, Tuesday, guys, we will be back again, 7:30. Thank you very much. Bring some friends. We out, y'all. Enjoy, all right?
Bring some friends is a dread vibe to say. Yes. Bring some friends.
Bring some friends.
Everybody, bring some friends.
While you guys are always welcome, lady friends are equally more welcome.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We
no
out,
discrimination.
Man. No discrimination around here. We out. Y'all take it easy, all right?